When you think of Indiana authors, who's one of the first that comes to mind? Jean Stratton Porter? Good call. Today we're visiting her house in Noble County. Born Geneva Stratton, she was the J.K. Rowling of her day. Author, conservationist, painter, photographer, film director, she was a woman ahead of her time, and she designed and built this beautiful home she called The Cabin at Wildflower Woods on Sylvan Lake in 1914, and the gardens that surround it. Why is it that nearly 100 years later, we still find her books and her life so fascinating? Dave Fox is Jean Stratton Porter State Historic Site Manager for the Indiana Department of Natural Resources.
Jean was really an amazing woman who did many things that were unusual for women to do at the time. She did all these before women even had the right to vote. And many of her books were autobiographical. She built this home as her workshop. She and her husband, Charles, a businessman, had their first home in Geneva near the Limberlost Swamp, which she loved so much and was chronicled in Freckles and A Girl of the Limberlost. When loggers, farmers, and oilmen drained the swamp, Jean decided to look for a new place to continue her nature studies. This is the conservatory, and Jean would actually open these windows and she would sprinkle birdseed all along the sill and invite the birds into her own home so that she could study and photograph them. Jean was a storyteller, and she really appreciated the mysteries of nature. She wove many of those stories in her books. Well, this is the Friendship Fireplace. We know of two of the pictograms in the fireplace. There's a Revolutionary War soldier, and then she had a moth incorporated in the center of the fireplace. But what we can't figure out is why she would have pictograms on the right and in the center, but not on the left.
Like many authors, Jean became very weary of Hollywood directors changing her storylines to fit their scripts. So she eventually moved to California to direct her own movies. She was killed in a streetcar accident in LA in 1924 and buried in California. But finally, nearly 75 years after her death, her grandsons honored her request to be buried at Sylvan Lake. Her home and garden are a place where time stands still, and if you listen carefully, you can experience the same sights and sounds that inspired Jean Stratton Porter's amazing collection of fiction, nature studies, and poetry. When visiting, pick up one of her books. They have them all. You'll find them to be very topical, like this one, Keeper of the Bees. A story of a soldier injured by war looking for peace in nature. Thanks, Jean. May we all be so fortunate.